Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez has had a meteoric rise in politics. I'm sure you know the story by now. From bartender to Congress after pulling a stunning upset in the Democratic primary. Now, AOC is going back to her Queens roots and endorsing a candidate named Tiffany Cabán in that borough's district attorney race. Our Dominic has the story.
How are you, sir? We have an election, June 25th.
Will it happen twice?
If you don't know, you're about to know. Tiffany Cabán is going to be our next
She's hoping to come out of nowhere, like Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez, defying the political establishment. Would you say you're a long shot?
Not at all.
You think you got a shot at winning?
Oh, absolutely. We are in a place where we have not only won the conversation, we are shaping the conversation. Folks in the field are meeting us where we're at. We have built a powerful coalition.
Meet 31-year-old Tiffany Cabán, who campaigned on this day in Sunnyside, Queens. She has spent her career as a 7-year public defender and is openly gay, one of 7 candidates in this crowded field hoping to win the Democratic primary for Queens District Attorney.
This race is all about bringing equitable justice to our borough. The culture of convictions at all costs that we've seen doesn't keep our communities safer.
It was only 11 months ago when Ocasio-Cortez shocked the political world, defeating Joe Crowley, the number 4 Democrat in the House and a mainstay in the Queens Democratic machine. Cabán is only the second person Ocasio-Cortez has endorsed since being sworn in.
This is a once-in-a-generation opportunity to bring transformative justice to our borough, to really strive towards achieving racial, economic, social, environmental justice in a way that we haven't been able to.
The previous Queens District Attorney Richard Brown died after 28 years in office. The prosecutor's office has been criticized by nearly every candidate in the race for being caught up in an old-fashioned, tough-on-crime way of doing things, especially when it comes to minority and immigrant communities. But Cabán faces stiff competition, including from another woman in the race, term-limited Queensborough President Melinda Katz.
We have, a field of career prosecutors, career politicians who have fed and thrived and built our system of mass incarceration. And I am the only public defender in the race. And so really there's an opportunity for a clean break from the status quo.
Dominic, I'm not sure how to judge this race. Is this Cabán on her own merits? Is this testing the strength of Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez's political muscle in there? Is it AOC's ideas, which Cabán seems to share? What's your sense of what voters are picking here?
It's a little bit of everything. Let's start with the demise of political parties. The Queens Democratic machine is not what it used to be. It's now basically run by Congressman Greg Meeks. But we're seeing a lot of insurgents coming up going against the wishes of the party, and Queens is a perfect example of that. But not just locally. Look in Philadelphia, look in Boston, look in other cities. You're now having district attorneys that are being elected, coming out of nowhere, and they're running almost on a, if you will, anti-law enforcement platform in terms of declaring they want to free people that are innocently in jail and so on. So that you look up in Boston, you have a woman district attorney there, and I am telling you, do not sleep on this woman in terms of her enthusiasm.
This is potentially dangerous for Ocasio-Cortez just because you only have so much political capital, and so where you spend it is an issue.
Absolutely.
We saw her shouting out Cabán's name in your piece. Do we know how much she's going to campaign, how vociferously, how deeply she's going to get involved in this race?
Well, the fact that she appeared with her says it all, because sometimes you have, as you know, you'll have elected officials that will just endorse someone on paper. So she appeared with her, she did photos with her, and you know what's interesting? When you're talking to Tiffany Cabán and you listen to AOC, they sound almost identical to each other. And so they're running on a similar platform. And I think us members of the Fourth Estate have learned, do not take any of these candidates for granted any longer.
Cabán is 31.
Yes.
AOC is 29, I believe.
Yes,
I think
and
I'm too old to live in Queens at this point. Dominic,
welcome to the club.
great job. Thank you very much. We'll take a break and we'll wrap it up right after this.